Says that's kind of unfortunate. Maybe you need to like buy a separate net card or whatever. Hey, we are live on YouTube. Finally, a good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching from. This is Ame, and we are gonna do a way too big of a game, part 500 or something. Yeah. So one guy actually this morning, I was on Twitch. I was just surfing around, talking to some developers, and one guy was like, "Yeah, so." Yeah, you're kind of like making a mistake, you're kind of like making it too big of a game, and yeah, and for a second I was hurt. I'm just gonna say it. I was a little bit hurt because I was like, no, don't say that. I'm making a perfectly suitable game. It's perfect sized. But then I realized, yeah, they got a point. They do have a point. The person has a point. I am making a too big of a game. And I'm kind of like doing all the mistakes that you shouldn't do on your first project. So I'm doing a bit too big of a game. I'm doing a multiplayer game. I'm doing basically a live service game. And the scope is getting creeped like every patch or like every major version. So yeah, I am making like all the mistakes in the world. But at the end of the day, I love doing it. I think this is where my heart is. This is what I want to do. And yeah, there it is. We're gonna get it done. I'm gonna try to not creep the scope after the beta. So we're gonna do the beta. We have roughly a month left. We're gonna do it. We're gonna release it. I'm gonna do my best so that we have the servers up and running and people can play it, and the servers won't go off. That's kind of like my goal. And I'm gonna actually like think hard whether we're gonna like start monetizing on beta, because maybe we could put a small price tag on the game or something like that. I think some people would actually wanna pay and play the game at the beta. So yeah, it's exactly like there's no right answers. So the same guy that I'm talking about was basically like, you need to choose a scope that's not too small, because nobody wants to do a small game, and nobody probably wants to play the small game, and nobody's impressed by your small game. And then you gotta like, if you can't do like too big of a game, because then it's never gonna be finished, it's never gonna be out, and nobody's gonna be impressed by your like unfinished project or unfinished game. So you gotta like find the middle ground. And that I really wanna be in the middle ground, guys. I really wanna be there. I wanna make Shadows of Tuonela justice. It is my dream game, and that's another tip people keep saying, like, don't make your dream game first. But yeah, I am obviously stubborn, and I am gonna be like this jackass. But hey, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun building my dream game. We're gonna stick to it. Yeah. Did you say no one is impressed by little games? Later on, a good day. Well, yeah, I kinda did. Yeah, I kinda did. It is obviously not 100% true, but I think there is some truth to that. If you create like demos, basically, if you create like really small games, I don't know if those can make any difference whatsoever. I could be wrong here, but that's kind of like how I see it. So you gotta do something, but it has to be in the right scope so that it is bringing something new to the table. Yeah, old fan here. Yeah, Leijonen is oldie here, and he's been. I think he was like a really big star at some point. I think it was like Call of Duty. Did I get that right? What's up? How's it going, Leijonen? Good day. So what were we talking about? Yeah, so we're gonna continue the development of my bloated project, but I have a lot of hope and a lot of energy to finish it off. So that's what we're doing. Let's see. All right, there it is. Let's put some copyright-free music. MV3 videos were the best. Yeah. Then it was a big deal. Big deal. Let's see here. But if you're making too big of a game, then explain Road to Vostok. Yeah, wasn't it the Godot game? Data says that when I visited Kakis a few weeks ago, I refilled washer fluid before I started driving. After 4 days, it was empty. Very money costing to drive car this time of the year. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a problem in the Finnish roads called shit. There's a lot of shit. And there's always the magic of doing those things in small scale. No need to go full hog game experience. You can also add like a supporter back, says Alester. Also suggests that I saw a guy on Game Dev subreddit who has been making his MMO 2D game for 9 years and just hit alpha. Oh yeah. I'm like 99% sure we'll finish the game within a year. Like that the project won't last for more than a year. So if that was the case, I have time until August. So it's gonna be less than a year if I finish in August, and I don't think a year is that long in like solo dev world. Is it too long and too big of a project? Yes, but I don't think that's too much. Remind me in 360 days. It's also quite an evolving thing. What is the dream game that can update to something else each time one starts anew? It's true. I don't think Shadows of Tuonela is gonna be the only dream game I have, but it is definitely the one I've been thinking about for years. I have been thinking about it for years, probably 10 years. MV3 videos. Road to Vostok mentioned that guy was the visual game design teacher in my school. Really? Yeah. So small world. But hey, how you guys doing? Let me know how you are. By the way, yesterday we had an amazing stream, and Laretski, one of our regulars, beloved regulars, went out of their way to support the project, support me, and support our artist Ilumski, and we got the first art package fully funded. And I have wired the money to Ilumski. Did the money come? I hope it did. From PayPal to bank, it might take a day or two. But Ilumski is gonna get the money, and we are greenlighting the next art. So the next art package is gonna be the NPCs, and after the NPCs, all we really have is just a bunch of environment stuff. So we need to fill the world with stuff, and that's basically gonna be it. I won't bloat the beta with a lot of more stuff. There's actually one more thing. There is one more thing, which is Ilmarinen. We are making Ilmarinen. He's the blacksmith of the realm, or all the realms, to be fair. And we're gonna work on him and his blacksmith house, and that's basically gonna be it. Art-wise, yeah, I think it's doable. I'm really like trying to convince myself that this stuff is doable. We can do this. It's not scope creep. We can do this. Yeah. That's it, guys. He switched to Godot when Unity made those stupid decisions. Yeah, he basically like rebuilt the game on Godot. It's kind of like a madman. Holy shit, that's one big move. Multiple hats off to that dev. Thurgo. Is Thurgo their guy? Honestly, everyone loved him. I was on the programming side though, so I didn't catch too many of his lessons. Yeah, I think he's kind of like a superstar in Godot world, and like rightfully so. Crazy scope, crazy vision. First package fund has arrived. Let's go! Dog will get a new bone to chew, and Kitty will get a carton of milk. Let's freaking go, guys. Hey, thank you everyone who has supported the channel, and yeah, Ilomski will now be able to feed his pets. And the last money, by the way, if you guys were wondering where did the last money go when we were funding him as well, it went to Alan Wake 2. So money well spent. Money well spent, obviously. All right, that's it, guys. Let's start working. So we created this crafting UI. It doesn't have any textures, but it's I think it's pretty clean. The idea here is that you're gonna have these tabs for all of the craftable types. So there's weapons and armors and amulets and tools. And then once you press one of them, we're gonna print out the titles of the items that you can craft in all, basically all of these. And I think we should do a little bit of kind of like this graph to think about this for 10 minutes so that we can, like this is literally the case that you can, if you spend 15 minutes planning, you might save an hour or 12 in coding. So let's do that. Let's try to be smart about this, all right? Quick hello before my webinar continues. Laretski, speaking of the biggest supporter of the channel this month. Let's go, Lare. Good to see you. What's the webinar about? All right. So, crafting. How does it work? First of all, we're going to show the UI. We're going to show the crafting UI. And this is what we need to do. I think what we're gonna do basically is open default. Do you use Blaster? TCOM box, how's it going? Good day. I have no idea what a Blaster is. Please tell me. Food legislations. Yeah, I would probably sleep. I would take a nap, Laretsky. This is not professional advice, but I would probably take a nap. There are AI tools which make you seem like you are there. And yeah, I would probably take a nap. So we're gonna show UI, and this obviously comes from a player interaction. There's interaction where everything's basically like done up to this part, and there's the tabs. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna like basically instantiate all of the recipes. So we're basically going to like process the blueprints, and this is going to be done to all of the containers. So basically we're gonna have like container, and we're gonna instantiate a bunch of UI shit, and that's gonna be done like under the hood. Never mind, it wasn't a Blaster 3D building. Do you mean a Blender? Too bad my boss expects me to know these things. Oh man, that's bad. That's bad, Laretsky. I'm sorry. So maybe like a really short nap. Yeah, I don't use Blender because Blender's kind of for 3D stuff, and we're creating a 2D kind of game. Or it's actually 3D, but we have 2D assets, so it's kind of like this 2.5D. I hope that makes sense. TCOM box, how's it going, by the way? Good day. So we're gonna process the blueprints. We're gonna instantiate the prefabs into the containers, and then we are gonna like we're basically gonna like show the default recipes. And I think what we should probably do is we should show the, for example, tridents. Maybe this is like tridents or the pickaxes. I don't know. We need to figure it out. But I think like the first tab should be some of the tools. That's how I feel like, or maybe swords. I haven't like made up my mind yet, but that's kind of like what we're gonna do. We're gonna show the default recipes, and that's basically what it does. Is we are going to show the crafting blueprints, and what else? if we wanna like show what you can do and what not, that's actually quite difficult. I don't know if we're gonna do that. Should we do that? So basically, if we did that, we would need to do the calculations. We would need to do all of the material calculations like right on, and that's, I haven't done that before. It's not like it's undoable. Let's do like maybe do maths checks already. Yeah, that's kind of like a question mark, really. Kind of like a question mark. But yeah, that's basically it. And if some of the blueprints is pressed, then so basically like on button press, we are going to do basically like kind of like this lambda thing, and we are going to show maths or like something like that, like process the material side. This is kind of like a one way to look at it. I suppose we could do it other way around as well, so that it would kind of like automatically choose one of them. Maybe the first one. That's kind of like a... This is a little bit of an advanced question, really. So I'm gonna put a question mark here. So how would that work? I suppose if we did like a maths check, if we did a maths check, then we could change the color of the text. Then we could... Should we do it again then? Okay, that is a question. Let's do first things first. First things first. So let's try to get the shit printed. I haven't done this too many times, that we have like these different tabs. So we gotta figure this out first. So let's go ahead and move into the game UI. And under Canvas, we are going into the crafting station UI. And here we have the background, we have the main parent. Here are the toggle parents. So basically, these should be... all of them should be toggles. All of them should be toggles. And they should have a toggle group, so that only one of them is on at any given time. Alright, I think that's how the toggle group works. I can't remember exactly how it works, but I think that's how it works. Yeah, so now with the toggle group is going to automatically handle that only one of them can be active. So I think what we can do now is kind of like create this master script. Which is going to do what we just kind of like pseudocode here. So we have all these tier containers. We're not gonna do it like this now, though. So I think we gotta rewrite this quite a bit. We gotta rewrite this quite a bit. So what do we have here? We kind of like have the containers. So I think these need to be changed. These gotta be changed. So instead of containers, we're going to do like weapons container. We're gonna do an armor container, amulet container, yeah, ring container, trident container, and a pickaxe container. Then I don't think that we are going to be needing the lists of the tiers. No, what we need is we need weapons, blueprint list, armor. Then we need amulet, ring, trident, blueprint list, and then lastly, pickaxe blueprint list. All right. Then, do you need to make the container? So basically, the container is just it's just a game object that we are going to put the stuff underneath. So it's kind of like the parent object, and we are going to be instantiating a bunch of shit under that parent. That's kind of like what it is. The container is just a fancy word to name the parent, really. Then we need the crafting UI item, which is going to be instantiated. That's fine. Right side of the crafting station. Here we're going to have like selected blueprints. I think these are going to be the same. We're just going to do like a third material icon because there's 3 of them. And these are supposed to be small capitals, so like small letters. Yeah, it's like a folder. Yeah. Basically, it's like a folder. Yeah. T-Com, where are you from, my friend? And welcome. I am Ame from Finland. Solo dev doing a way too big of a project. Then we have first material requirement text, second, so we need a third one. I don't know why these are all capitalized. They should all be small letters. Finland, let's go. Finland. Third material requirement. Then we have the craft button. And lastly, second material game object. Alright, so I think this is because there might be only one material requirement. So we're gonna need like second and third material game objects as well. Okay, that's basically it. So selected blueprint is null by default. Initial run, alright, it's gonna be like true. Okay, so here where we start. This is where we start. So we're processing the blueprints. Let's just go ahead and see what we're doing. So we're basically the craft button is set to false. Main parent is set active, yeah. Then we're adding some listeners, that's fine. Setting the player state, that's fine. If initial run, we're gonna be set up in the crafting blueprints, fair enough. And if the blueprints, okay, so we're gonna get rid of this material parent alpha. So where is it located in? Where is it located in? Here. So we're not gonna be using canvas group on this. So I'm just gonna remove it all together. We're not gonna be using that either. Let's see if we're gonna get a whole lot of null refs. That's fine. So do we have a canvas group somewhere here? Material parents. I think this is the one that had the canvas group. Yeah, so I think that's fine. All right, then we are going here. We are setting the blueprints. So we're taking all blueprints from item catalog manager. So this is gonna be holding all of them. And then these are the ones that we changed the names of. So these are basically the weapons blueprint list, blah, blah, blah. So we can just... Oh, we're actually doing it a little bit of a differently here. Okay, so let's do some commenting as we go. So first we get on the blueprints. Then we start processing them into their respective lists. So as you can see, we are already like AI is kind of like giving us an idea of how does this go. So we're going blueprints, item to craft, item type. So it doesn't work exactly like this, because in item type, so if we go into our item class, it is under equipment. So we gotta do a little bit of you know, extra work extra work here. So we're gonna go equipment, and so what does the AI suggest? And blueprint item to craft, crafting material type none. What? No, that's not what you want. It's not what you want at all. So now basically we have equipment in here. All blueprint item to craft, item type. Wait, what does the blueprint have inside it? So let's check out the blueprints. It's probably under... Isn't it under blueprint? Crafting blueprint, alright. So what do we have here? Do we have any shit that we could use? So it's actually equipable. It's equipable, so item to craft is an equipable. And equipable has... What does equipable have? So it has the equip type. So blueprint item to craft. This should be the equip type equals weapon. What? Weapon. There it is. That should work. So now we're basically gonna search for weapons. And let's see if Copilot knows what I want to do. Exactly, this is exactly what I want to do. This is why Copilot and AI is so strong. I don't have to do like this grunt work. All I have to do is kind of like figure out what I want to do, and then AI is gonna be, oh, so you want to do this, and then it's gonna fill me in. So we start processing them into their respective lists. So we're taking weapon, blah blah blah, all of them. Now we have all the blueprints. Now we just gotta process it forward. So then we start instantiating the crafted items into their respective containers. Is a blueprint the thing that you need to draw? So blueprint is just what you see. It's kind of like, all right, so I think it makes sense to draw it. So basically, when you're crafting, you have a blueprint, which is kind of like, the blueprints are kind of like, they are kind of like the recipe for something. So it's kind of like recipe for like, for like pasta bolognese, you know? And with the blueprint, you can do bolognese. No? Or nistipata. This could be like nistipata as well. So you could have like two blueprints, which are recipes for nistipata and for bolognese. And it's gonna have like all the information. So it's gonna have like the guides of how do you cook it, what kind of regions you need, ingredients, exactly. So blueprint is it's a different data class than the actual food. Like it has different information than the food, but it does have a reference to the food, if that makes sense. All right, let's continue. So we got all these lists. Hey, Pinky, how's it going? Nistipata classic, I know. So we start instantiating the items into their containers. So basically we go over, for example, weapons blueprints, And then we started instantiating. So I think crafting UI item prefab. Yeah. So this is right. So this is the prefab. That's kind of like the one that's printed. So it is completed already. What do you mean T-com box? I don't know what you mean. So here we need to set it in the respective container. So this is gonna be the weapons container. And we're gonna get the crafting UI item script inside, and we're gonna initialize the elements and going to pass in the reference of ourselves. And then we're just gonna do the same thing all over again. And this is the armor blueprints list into armor container, and there it is. This is for example, okay, so I think it's suggesting the right thing. Okay, look how good I am, guys. Mom, look how powerful of a coder I am. I'm just pressing tab. All right, so that's pretty much it. It contains all of the ingredients and stuff you need to make. Yes. Yeah, it has all the information of how to do whatever we want to do, but we still need to check if the player has any of that. And process, like we need to check what the player has. We gotta check what the item needs, and we gotta like let the player craft if it has the stuff, and then we gotta give the item and remove the stuff. That's basically it. Okay, so here we have basically set up everything. Now we need to, after that, we basically need to enable one of them. Yeah, so we need to enable one of them. And I think we are going to enable it in code. So I think we need a reference to the toggle group. So we're gonna take the toggle group, and over here we open the default container, which is the weapons container right now. So the layer needs to be 1-to-1 with it. And by layer you mean as in movement or color. I'm not sure if I follow. Mistipata is a joke. It's the poor man's food. I'm sorry, poor woman's food. Beaver logic. Good day. And what the hell? Sets all toggles off. You can do that. Weapon container game object sets active true. That's actually not bad. So you can set all of them false. And then we are going to, I think what we actually should do here do we need, does this work? Does this work though? Because what I thought we should do is we should like toggle the weapon on and not the container. Sets all toggles off. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's gonna be the way to go here. But that's what Copilot wanted me to do. Alright, so let's see here. So basically we initialize all of the blueprints. I suppose we could do like an initial check here as well. Let's try to be like really sophisticated with this, all right? So let's be really Really sure that the crafting station is visible. Now, let's be really clever with this. And calculate the player's materials and what player can do and what can't. I'm gonna try to do this. I haven't done this before, and I have a little bit of a bad feeling that this might be difficult. And we'll see. We'll see. So what we need to do is let's check. Do we have like any like existing thing here? No. All right, so we're just gonna go over and check the player materials. So this is gonna be like private. Is toggle a layer? No, toggle is kind of like a checkbox. So you know when you have like a checkbox and you can like press it like there's the like check or not. That's toggle. That's all there is to it. So what we're gonna do here is this is kind of like it's a little bad because we kind of like have two places for materials. So we have the mats, then we also have inventory. It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad to be fair. Like, is there any justification for us to keep handling the bloods and the fragments the way we have? It's kind of like the design question I need to ask myself. Should we just put them into the bags? They could stack, making it less annoying. Then you could lose them. Ooh, that is the question. That is the question because it is different now because of the minerals. Like how do we make it right? Should I just get rid of them and add them as regular stuff? It's going to require quite a bit of refactoring. Quite a bit of refactoring. God damn it. So the quickest solution would be to just let the bloods and the fragments be in their own respective place like they have been. But is it confusing? I think over here, like when you have like two places to look at, it's not that difficult. I would do it somehow like check what we have, materials, loop through all craftables and check for all items. Can it be crafted? Show issue. Yeah, that's something that we're gonna do. Yeah. So, all right. So let me explain what's going on. So we have a little bit of an issue here. A little bit of an issue. All right. So for the alpha, what we did is we added these bloods, like these blood droplets, and then we added these fragments of sampo, and they drop from mobs. And the thing is that they are not like regular items. So if they drop, you can pick them up and they go like into your like material list. So you have like a different kind of like inventory that takes those items. And there's a couple of kind of like exceptions that go with it. First of all is that they bypass your inventory check. So even if your inventory is full, you can still pick up those items because they go into the separate place. And there's kind of like the underlying design issue is that this way we can kind of like protect them from death. So if the player, okay, I need to take that. All right, sorry about that, guys. Garnet had a box, like a package coming, and now it's here. It is here. All right, so how do I? Yeah. All right, so let's. I'm gonna let you guys know. All right, so we have these like materials right now, and they're kind of like the blood. So we have the blood. And we have the fragments, and they go into this basically like this mats inventory. All right, and the good thing, like there's some like there's some pros about this. So pros about this is that you can't lose them. You can't lose them, and you can always loot them. You can always loot them. That's kind of like the pro. All right. The con is that what about like other mats? So now we have ores or like minerals coming our way. Do they go there, or do we handle them like in like regular items? What about other items? That's kind of like the thing. And now I kind of think that I am going to pivot away from this separate inventory. I think we're going to start handling all of them as regular items. That's going to lead into a couple of things. First and foremost, players are going to lose these benefits. So you can lose your materials, and players are always they won't be able to like always loot them unless we make them stackable. Should we make them stackable? If we make them stackable, that's going to help with the storing and whatnot. Oh man, this is a tough question, guys. This is actually it because this is a thing that's kind of it changes quite a bit everywhere. Can you imagine our old quick solutions biting us like this? So if we make all of them items, that's gonna like result in some inventory management issues. Banking is going to banking is going to help with that. Banking is gonna be so essential if we do this. Should we just fill the inventory? Is that the way to go here? Another way to look at it is that we add the ores or the minerals into this special inventory. Inventory issue can be solved with 2 different bags. Yeah, so basically that's what we've done so far. Is we had this match inventory that was basically unlimited, and it would be with the player at all times. It is really convenient, but then again, is it a little bit too convenient? Is it too convenient? Yeah, it is. Okay. So now I actually thought of a scenario where this completely is bad. This is horrible, like completely. All right, so we are gonna have like this harvesting place in the wilderness or in the Manala. And if you go there to harvest and you're picking like all these rare minerals, it doesn't like if we put them all into the special inventory, like there's not gonna be much of a downside. Yeah, there's like virtually no downside. Sure, you can lose it like your pickaxe. I guess that's kind of like a nuisance on its own. I think we're gonna pivot away from the special inventory. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna treat them like any other item. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna treat them like every other item. It's gonna change something. Now the question is like, should we make them stackable? So if we made, for example, the bloods and the fragments stackable, our inventory logic changes. Yeah, that's what it is. So our inventory logic changes. So I think what we're actually going to do is we are gonna make it a little bit worse for the player. So every material is just the same, basically. So one item for one inventory slot. But we're going to add banking, which stacks stuff. I think that's the way to look at it. I think that's literally the way we're gonna do it. So that's well, you can like put stuff in the bank, and it's gonna stack everything into one like, you know, one slot, and then you can like take how many ever you want. Yeah. All right. So this obviously it's a big change, and I'm just gonna go ahead and comment everything out until we have figured that out. So we probably have something, some problems here. So the interaction is broken. All right. So let's actually, let's not comment everything out. Let's comment let's comment this, and then we can probably comment everything else, right? Right? Is there a bug? So how is this? What's the problem? No, that should be fine. That should be fine. All right. Do we get a? Okay, there's one more. How is that a bug? Oh, I actually, yeah, okay, I realized what I did. Yeah. So I did that. Okay. All right. Is that fine? Is there a problem? Does not contain blueprint pressed. It's fuck that. Okay, are we done? So we gotta do a little bit of a detour, which obviously hurts. But it is what it is. So what do we need to... Dot many. Good day. So we need to do some major refactoring because of my choices in life. And yeah. So where do we start? Where do we start? I think we're gonna start inside player. The time has finally come. God damn it. Alright, so inside our inventory, we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of our these. So this is the special inventory, and we're gonna get rid of it. We are just gonna get rid of it. Where is it though? Where is it though? Is it underneath the equipment parents? Oh, it's probably here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. Bye bye. Bye bye. So we got rid of that. And we're probably gonna get some errors because of that, aren't we? Aren't we? I think we're gonna have to do some changes. So inside player state, let's start from player state. So inside player state, so this has to go. So if item type is crafting material, we're not gonna do anything differently really. Next cut. Good day. I really didn't foresee this, but I didn't tell it because this is content. Yeah. Yeah, it's we cut some corners when we were doing alpha for obvious reasons. I'm gonna defend myself in the past. But the point I'm trying to make is that so the item is never needed. What? Really? Items never needed? Alright, let's comment that out as well then. Alright, so now that when we are adding items, we're just taking in item ID and we're just checking if we have slots. And if we do, we are going to add it into inventory list. That's alright, so that's the easiest part. Now we gotta change how our inventory works. So we have our inventory list changed. And over here we have set up inventory slots. This is not the one I'm talking about though, because we need the material list. So this is the thing that we did. And this got to go. It has to go. So we're gonna just comment out the material list. And this is gonna cause everything to explode. Everything's gonna explode. Everything's gonna explode. But we cannot be scared. We cannot be scared of the change, guys. We gotta do this. So just comment everything that's red. just comment everything that's red. Material list changed. So this should never be called. I hope. How's Nuxkara doing? Good day, good day. Oh god, I know. So send player data to server in totally, yeah, so this isn't used anyway, so, but let's just comment it out. This is gonna be good. And I handle craft button press. Oh yeah, this one. Alright, so this one is... This one's needs to be redone as well. Yeah. We'll be back in a month, guys. Alright, so there's not gonna be any of this. Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy, what have we gotten ourselves into? So that should That should be the most of it. That should be the most of it. Now, let's take a look at the inventory. Is there like something that's completely gonna bust out? So inside inventory, yeah, we got some errors here. So we're gonna update material visuals. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. And we're not gonna do that. And we should probably comment out the update visual as well. Okay. Is that it? Is that it? I think that's probably the majority of it. So let's go ahead and see if the game works. So we should be seeing the bloods and whatnots coming into inventory like regular items. I could be I'm not that like 900 IQ that I could like predict what's going on, but I think that's what should happen. That's what should happen, right? All right, so you can't close this. That's very nice. Yeah, Progox, exactly. The good thing about like refactoring and doing all these changes is that you're gonna know your code inside and out. And it's a really good feeling when you know your shit. It's a really good feeling. So we should actually like... I think we should hide like this. No, that's not enough. So we actually need like a additional parent here. This is gonna be like the visual parent. And I think we can just flex it to everyone and put everything underneath that. So everything should go. Okay, fuck that. So what happened? Override, apply. So the visual parents. So I can't move them underneath. Fuck that. So now we have the visual parent. Let's put all of them underneath here. Alright, so that should basically be it. Now we can hide it from here. Just wipe code. Alright, so let's hide this. Alright, let's give the game some try. You also learn different ways to do things, then you can avoid bad ways in the future. Yeah, if you don't do things, how are you ever going to like know how to do things, you know? Okay, so let's give this a little bit of a playtest. Vibe coding, yeah, it's not gonna happen, guys. Alright, so we should be getting our shit in here now. Okay, so we got a regular ore. Do we get blood? We should be getting blood and fragments here. It has like a small chance of showing up in here. Alright, so not yet. Come on. Come on, baby doll. Come on, baby doll. Come on. I think we have like 5% chance. So technically it should be every 20th. Every 20th it should be. Yes! Alright, we got blood. Very good. Let's mine to like a full inventory and see if they drop to the ground as well. So that's what we thought they should do. Okay, so there's green one. Do we get blood on the ground? That's what I'm trying to like find out. Because if we do, then we are good to move forward. Still no blood. Still no blood. There it is. Let's go. All right. So turns out we didn't break everything. Did we get any bugs? Did we get any bugs whatsoever? No. All right. So this is obviously a scary time, but I think everything works still. So let's just go ahead and commit everything. So started working on a big logic change. Got rid of materials list and a special inventory for it. And they are now handled like everything else. Okay. Yeah. All right. So good stuff. Now we have a little bit of something to come back to. Next, now we need to handle this stuff in the inventory in a particular way. So basically, let's uncomment all of this. Let's uncomment all of this and start working. Start working on what we were doing. So nothing's really changing here. Nothing's really changing here. Now we just gotta like check the player's stuff. So let's do like a different method for it. So what we're gonna do here is we do a material check. So we do material check, and I'm just gonna do a quick method for it. And what we need to do is we need to go over the player inventory and kind of like check how many of what we have. And at this point, I think it is paramount that we mark every mineral and whatnot with the crafting material tag. So we're gonna go into the active player state, and we're gonna take a look at inventory list. So our inventory list is gonna be this. And then we are going to do what would be the best way to look at it? What would be the best way to look at it? So obviously we can do just a list of all of them. Then I suppose we could do like a dictionary. I suppose we could do a dictionary of all the like mats that the player has. What are we doing? So basically we have this inventory list is just a list of ints. Just a list of ints. The ints are, they represent the ID of the item. And we want to check, we want to like store and check of what materials we have. So should we, I wonder if we should do a dictionary for it. But yeah, we could basically do like material inventory or something like that. Or like all mats, all materials would be inventory list, find all, and this would be crafting material. So this one doesn't work obviously because wait. How do you handle the network list? I can't remember. I can't remember the inventory list. So this is a network list. I think we had a helper method for this, but I can't remember like what we did. Inventory list. Do we have like a globe? Do we have? Let's check out the global settings. Maybe we had like a helper method for this. No. I think we did something like to this. So let's see here. Network extensions to array, public static to array. This network list. All right, so we could make an array out of it. All right, let's try that. How does it help us? Does it help us? So we have inventory list, all material, I don't know, like, good morning, good day. So let's do like all materials array or something, and this is gonna be the network extensions to array inventory list. All right, so this should now be like an array of this, and I think we can just like, can't we like do this into list? I think we can, because I like lists more than arrays. So I think we're gonna have, no, not many. This is a network list. The thing with network list is that it has like none of the functionalities a regular list has. Like you can't do anything with a network list. That's why we're like doing this. So I think I think it should now be like a regular list. So now with the regular list, we can do whatever we want. So we can do find all, and then we can like find this. Int does not have. Oh yeah, it's int. So we gotta change this into items. We gotta change this into items. Just cast the enum to int. You mean enums are basically ints. So I could change all of these ints into like these are just IDs basically. So I could change all of them into items, and then I could do this. Or I can do a helper method that is like, is this... No, I think what we gotta do is... so this is gonna be the all materials list. And then we're gonna do like what actual item list. Items list or something like this. Then we're gonna do like... We need to do like for each or something. I don't know. I'm a little bit lost here, guys. So go over this. This is like an item ID, and then we're gonna go item catalog manager instance get item by ID and get out an item. No overload from method. Gets item by ID takes 2 arguments. What? Cannot out if your method doesn't support it. Yeah, so this is it. How do I add the out support? I think the out kind of like syntax is actually you need to construct it the out way. Alright, so I should probably not do this out thing then. So we're just gonna do like this and like take a water item and then we can do like if item is crafting material, then we can add like so this is actually like this is just like this is just we need to rename this. I'm getting confused. So this is the inventory list. This is actually what is this? Is it control? This is not at all materials list. This is like inventory regular list. It's easy to change it to out. So public static void, calculate circumference area, double radius, out, double circumference, out, double area. Circumference. Oh, you can do that? I didn't know you can do that. So it's not like it doesn't have like a return type. It has like these two variables that you can out. Cool. Yeah, so I actually didn't know this. This is really cool. I'm gonna try to do this at some point. Yeah. I think that's really cool. That's actually quite powerful. But I'm gonna do it this way because if I do change the gets item by ID, it's gonna fuck everything up. So just gonna check if it's crowded. So now we have like an inventory regular list. I don't know if we need to do this though anymore. I think this is actually kinda unneeded because what we can just do is I think we should just yeah. So let's actually go back. So I think we can for each it like this. We just need like a new list. So it's gonna be like the actual like material list, and it's going to be basically what does it need to be? It can be I think it's gonna be items. So let's do like a list of items. Material list. Yeah. Let's do this. And I think we can still use this in the for loop. The IDs are the same. We're just gonna like get it one by one. And then this is horrible. Let's do that. What the fuck is this? What is that? So if item type is crafting material, then we're gonna add into this list. All right. I hate the freaking indentations here. Like, oh my god, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? I hate VS Code like automatic these indentations. All right, so that should work. So this should be here. Okay, so we're going over the list. We're taking over the shit. If we have any. Alright, then we're gonna have like stuff here. And now this should be a list of items. And now we're gonna go over... now we have an items list. Then we... check if we have we actually no we don't have we have materials list. We have a materials list, yeah. All right, my brain is in braining. All right, so we got that now we can store it. So basically let's do a little bit of a list here. So let's do private list of items, material list, and this is gonna be just new list of items by default. And I think what we should do here is kind of like empty the list. Well, I think we could do just that. So basically we have the material list is material list. And now that we have this done, then we're gonna do like material check. Alright, then we can do like kind of like does meet the requirements. So update material visuals. Update what player can do. Something like this. And we're just gonna do a new method. And this is gonna be more or less the same that what we have done here on the blueprint item pressed. It's gonna be more of the same. More of the same, really. All right, so we gotta check every list of blueprints if the player can craft them exactly. All right, let's see what AI is saying. So we're basically going over the weapons blueprint list, and if player can craft, so we need to add a method for that. Set the button to interactable, set the button to not interactable. No, we're not gonna do that though. So what we're basically gonna do, can player craft, we're gonna do blueprint. This is looking too much like my train of thought when making our project's inventory and crafting things. Yeah, I know. You actually did this for Tycoon. Yeah. So I'm kind of like following in your footsteps. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. But it's gonna be like more pretty much the same. The previous version I did was more of what you did, and this is gonna be like, I don't know, a little bit to like different direction. So what do we want to do? So basically I want to do like, I want to like gray out the texts if they are not eligible. Yeah, that's what it is. I want to gray them out. Okay. All right, so can player craft, we input the blueprint, it's gonna have the material requirement. Okay, so we can do this. Let's try this way. So we're gonna do a quick fix, generate yet another method. So this is gonna be the blueprint. And there were multiple ways to approach these things. To picking up something that is suitable is the best way, and then change it because it turned out crap. Exactly. All right, so first we check, yeah, basically the primary material. Yeah, all right, so what we do is we go like blueprint, primary material requirements, item ID. So let's go ahead and check for that. So if blueprint primary item ID, how do we do this? So we gotta check if we have that, then we gotta check if we have enough, I suppose. It's gonna be quite a lot of calculations. How do we minimize it? All right. So blueprint primary. I'm just gonna do it like this with variables because it's just easy for me. So so player has primary material list any material ID blueprint primary material. Okay, so that's actually kind of good. That's actually kind of good. So now we basically have a bool of do we have it, and then we can do basically like this is a lot of logic. So because the thing is that not all of the blueprints have a lot of like they can just have one material requirement. So how do I make that most efficient here? Player has secondary material, but like we first gotta like do like does it even have a second material? Okay. So no, this is not right. So first we check the any does that, I think. First we check how many item requirements the blueprint has. So I think that's kind of like the way to go. So the first one is for granted. Primary is always needed. Then I think we need to do like, alright, so if blueprint secondary material requirement amount is bigger than 0, then we know. Alright, so there is a secondary requirement. Then we're gonna do like, okay, so does the player have that? And we're gonna do the secondary check, okay? We're not gonna return. So let's just go ahead and see that. Alright, so if player has, so if this is false, we can already like return false, right? So we can do like these early returns, return false. So for example, like, okay, so we gotta do like if check, of course. So if the player doesn't have the primary material, we can just like return false. And if it has, then we're gonna go. So if there is a secondary amount. So if this is false, then we're just gonna skip. And then inside here, I suppose we can do like if a blueprint has like a. So there's actually we haven't coded that. So I haven't added that, so let's add that then. Crafting blueprint, so let's do like a secondary, is it like tertiary material requirement or something like that. And let's do like this. And then this is gonna be this, and it's gonna be this. Alright. So now we have we are supporting up to 3 materials. All right. So if we are going here, there is no way, there's no scenario where there's third material requirement, but there's no second, you know. So it can be done underneath here, in my opinion. So we can just do like this again. So if it has tertiary material requirements, then we know that there's 3 requirements, and then we can just do the same thing. And Okay, so this doesn't make any sense. This is supposed to be this one. And then we're just gonna do like if has tertiary. If it doesn't, we're gonna return. Okay, so now I think at this point we have figured out whether whether okay, there's one more thing. I think we could have done it there. So we're only checking if there's like any. We're not checking if the amount is right. Okay, so I think we should do it here as well. So player has primary material. Material list any. So how does this any work? I think this should be like find all. And then basically like this is now a list of items. Find all. I think this should be like yeah, so that's not what I want. Like I think we should have like I think this should be kind of like the list count. Yeah, so if this is like any, you know, any doesn't work. So if it's smaller than 0, it's less than 1. No, this is not. What the hell am I doing? So what I want to do is, so this is actually like this is like the player primary material list, right? Then we want to check if the count is bigger or the same than the blueprint primary material requirement amount, right? Now, if this is true, then we're gonna... No, actually, we want to flip it. We want to flip it. So if it's less than that, then we want to return false. All right. This should be right now. All right. So we got the list. We're finding all the items. And then we're checking the count. All right. So if it's less than what we need, then we can already return false. Okay. So then we're going to do the second thing. So if... I'm going to let Garrett know that the package came. All right, so then we're gonna go into, so if there is a secondary material requirement, then we're gonna go into the player has secondary material. Now this is actually gonna be, I think this is smart to do the same thing. So we're just gonna do the player primary player secondary material list. All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing here. So we're gonna do this, and this is gonna be the secondary material requirement. Is there a problem, officer? This is supposed to be find all. So just gonna take the list again, and we're gonna check it there, and if it's less than what we need, we're gonna return false. And if we move on, it means that we're gonna do the third check, and then we're gonna do the third one over here. basically do the same thing and just gonna do the player tertiary material list, and this is find all, and then we're gonna do this thing here like so, and this is that, and this is the tertiary material requirement. We have figured out if player had enough stuff, and we're gonna return true. All right, is there a problem in my logic? I think this is good. I think this is good. So basically, now we have established that player can craft. So what do we do with it? So we gotta... Basically, we can set the... We can set that the thing like white. Yeah. So inside crafting UI item, we're gonna do a public void. We're gonna do this kind of like let's do something like change text color, and we're gonna take in the color, and we are changing. We need another inspector field probably. Let's go like text mesh pro, and this is supposed to be that. And we're just gonna go ahead and change the text mesh pro color into color. I think that should work, right? So we can just go ahead and all right, so first we gotta find the correct item in the find the corresponding blueprint from the instantiated list. So we're gonna do like so we have these lists. Blueprint, find blueprint name, get component crafting UI item. Method more than 5 lines bad code according to author of clean code, Uncle Bob. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. So no, that's not what we're gonna do, right? Because what we're gonna do here is basically, so in here, what? So in here, these are the lists. So we gotta find the blueprint from these lists. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like a master list. All right, let's do like a master list. Master blueprint list. And this is gonna be okay, so we need a I don't know if this is a good idea, but we're gonna do that. We're gonna do it regardless, you know. So we're gonna have like a master blueprint list. And master blueprint list add range. Can you add like multiple? Is there a way to add like multiple lists? It's gonna take some memory, but yeah, it's not about optimization. It's not about optimization, guys. So now there's gonna be a master blueprint list, which is gonna have. No, wait, this is not what I wanted to do. No, why would I do that? Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do is I want to basically have all of these under one place. Yeah. So these crafting items. Crafting item get components. So we're not like putting these anywhere. So this is where I want to have the master blueprint list. Add crafting eye. Okay, so we gotta change this a little bit. So crafting UI item is so var crafting UI item is gonna be get component this, and then I want this inside here. And then we're gonna initialize it last. And then this needs to change so it's not actually... It's actually that. Why isn't it... Crafting blueprint. So did I actually type it? Crafting blue. No, it's supposed to be crafting UI item. Let's change the name. So it's gonna be like master, okay, like all crafting UI items list, something like that, right? All right, and then when we're doing that over here, hey, what chaos? Welcome. How's it going? So there's that. Then we're gonna add it. Let's do this the last. All right. Gonna ask AI to do this for me. Copilots fix. Change all of the for each loops to match the first for each loop. Hey, Void Chaos back pain continues. Never mind, where was I? Functions should hardly ever be 20 lines long, whereas in other videos he recommends even 4 lines per function. I find this criterion very difficult to fulfill, but the message is clear. Keep it small. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so did it fix it? Alright, so we're accepting that. So we are now adding, let's go, yeah. So that should basically be it. Now we're adding the crafting UI item. So we have now a reference to all of them. Good stuff. We have a reference now to all of them. Then, where were we? So we were here, material check. We were here doing this. And lastly this, okay. Swizer, good day. Unacceptable that you are currently working and not procrastinating. I'm very disappointed. I know, man. I know we are doing like major refactoring, major logic changes. This is a little scary. But hey, we're gonna like power through. We know what we're doing, like Kimi Räikkönen. Everything's good, guys. How's the Swizer doing? How are you, beautiful people? Okay, so what we're gonna do here is, so we're gonna do this this. We're gonna do this. Update what the player can do. So we're gonna go over, for example, weapons blueprint list. Yeah, I think we gotta do all of this. I suppose it could be done elsewhere as well, but I'm a little bright. I should probably tune down my lighting a little bit. I'm just gonna like lower my lighting just a little bit. It's probably better. Switzerland. Alright. So crafting item, weapon containers, fine. So we're not gonna do that. That doesn't make any sense. What we're gonna do instead is... so this is gonna be like something like correct... instantiated blueprints. So like crafting item, UI item. And then we're gonna go over all crafting UI items list. Find item if the blueprint is blueprint. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Mega Burger! Good day. Hey, Keeter is here as well. I've been lurking for a long time. Really happy that there hasn't been procrastination tangents. Get shit done! Keeter is here. Good to see you, man. How's life? Haven't seen a good man Keeter in a while. Alright, so now we're just gonna search. Okay, so can we find... We should be able to find this. Pottumuusi. May the spirits of code bless this refactoring. Exactly, Pottumuusi. Exactly. That is the shit. Good stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go over this and we're gonna see if we can find a match. And then we're gonna like check, okay, so can we even craft it? So if we can craft it, then we're gonna go ahead into the instantiated and we're gonna change the color into white because that means that we can make it. And if we can't, then we're gonna change it into gray because gray is bad. It's bad, guys. All right, so next, all of that just to change the color of the text. Yeah, all of that just to change the text. This doesn't change the fact. Okay, so basically we could already like enable the craft button, but we have still like a whole bunch of shit that we haven't done. We have a lot of things that aren't done yet. Should we? I think we gotta take that. I think we gotta like take this for a ride now. So we are not gonna be doing this blueprint pressed yet. So we're just gonna. I'm just going to like comment it out for the sake of, you know. I'm just gonna comment these out for real quick. And we're gonna take this out for a ride. We're gonna take it out for a ride, guys. I have very little faith. But it's gonna be alright, guys. Just like take my hand and we're gonna go together past the veil of uncertainty. So let's see if we get a lot of errors. Let's do a prediction. Will the blueprints print? Will the blueprints print? And list out. Yes, yeah, hell no. Pottovuusi, thank you for the follow. Welcome at Torille. Alright, so what we need to do here, okay, so we're gonna enable this bad boy. And yeah, there's very little. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna let you guys know there's like 5% chance that this works right out of the gate. 5%. So just keep that in mind when you are predicting. Keep that in mind, all right? So we need the toggle group. I think it's here. We need the weapons container. The weapons container is where is it? Material parent. It's in here. So weapon container, armor container, amulet container, ring container. Hey, General Gamer 2025, how's it going? Good day, good day. Good day, my friend. Hi, is it easy to make a game? No. No, if you want to make anything new or exciting, no. You can do a shit game with AI, easy. You can do a shitty game, easy. Ottomus is new to the channel, yes. Welcome. Where are you from, my friend? Alright, so crafting blueprints, items. We have crafting UI item prefab. This needs to be changed to the new one. Selected blueprint, so that's gonna be... What is this? Alright, that's fine. Oulu! Oh my god, a fellow Oulu man. I'm from Oulu as well. Paska kaupungin, paska kaupungin. I love that there's only like believers in the chat. First material parents. Alright, so this needs to be... wait, where is it? I think it's here. Yeah. Alright, so we need to check these. So the first icon, and we need the second icon, and third icon. First material requirement text. Text. Then we need second material game object. These are not needed though, but I think I need to do them for the sake of it running. I haven't gotten this far in the code yet. Second material game object. So I think it's probably gonna be this one. And then this one is gonna be that one. I'll be visiting Finland in August. There are high chances I'll be going to Oulu. Oh my god, if you do, and if you wanna meet up, we can. That would be cool. That would be cool. Very nice. Very nice. Finland would be lucky to have you. All right. So basically, now we have the references. There's a little bit of a question mark of how the toggles work. Dotmany, do you know how toggles and toggle groups work? I think you probably do because you are a UI guru. So, is this correct? So, okay, I'm gonna hide myself so you can see better. Just gonna hide these real quick, alright? So, I have this. So here on the top we have these things. These are tabs, alright? And I have a toggle parent. And it's holding the toggle group. And as its children, there are these tabs. And they have all the toggle components. And I have set the group in the inspector to all of them that they know about the toggle parent. Alright. Is this right so far? Is this correct so far? So how do I handle like what it shows and what not? Is it the graphic? Because I need to like assign them to the containers. Like is it the graphic? Yeah. Okay, so I need to set that before we do the test. So basically the weapon parent needs to do the weapon container. So I'm just gonna drag this. Okay, so it needs what does it need? Like it doesn't take in this one. Graphic follows the graphic element, image, text, etc. So inside the weapon parent, like a weapon container, there's like only a vertical layout group. So yeah, like it doesn't like let me assign the weapon container in the graphic. You need an image element to turn on when it's selected. Hey, thank you, Electro. Take care. You need an image element to turn on when it's selected. Image? Like what the hell? Make a new game object. So with image. So I have the weapons container here where we instantiate the shit. Do I like put the image here or what the hell? Oh, we're talking about different things. Yeah, like I wanted to like disable these. Ah, it's the visual thing that lights on. Ah, all right. So basically, what I want to light these kind of like these icons, right? So that's what we're talking about then. So I can just assign these then, right? You do it on the toggle on value changed. Okay. Okay, so that's the information I was looking for. I don't know if this is right, but I think this could be. All right. So on toggle value change. So basically in here we have the on value changed. So I can do it in script, but I think I can do it here as well. So let's just do runtime only. I'm gonna do weapons container game object set active. Yeah, you don't need a script. Yeah, we haven't done it yet. We're still dragging. We're still drag and dropping. So here we can do armor. All right, so this is okay. I get it. So set active, amulet. It's a lot of drag and dropping, guys. Set active, ring container, set active. Trident. Set active. Amulet you live. That's actually kind of funny. That's actually pretty funny. All right. So now we basically have this set up. As far as I understand it. Yeah, so Dotmedi, one more question. Is this how the toggle group works? So how I want it to work basically is that okay, I think I can set myself back on. I'm back, baby doll. So basically when we are like when we are showing the UI first time, I got like this toggle group sets all toggles off. I don't know if this is needed. This is probably not right now, is it? Because I kind of want it to be so that the first tab is open when you open the view, you know? So this is like setting the weapons container on. Is it better practice to have the toggle on and not the container on? Like, well, how is it? Like, should the toggles just handle the whole thing? You can do that and then set the one that toggles is on true. All right. Okay. So I could do this. You can do this. Okay. I don't have any reference to all of the toggles though. I can probably get it though. Yeah, let's take the weapon toggle, or like the default toggle. So all right, let's do that. So we're gonna have like public. You will need those if you don't want to do it manually in editor. So can you do it in editor? Like I have, like that's kind of like an additional question. So for example, here on the weapon parent, I've got this set to is on. And what if I like disable all of the rest? Is it gonna be fine? Okay, so it's underneath the webcam again. Fuck. So I've got the underneath the weapon toggle. I've got it set on. So what if I like, so the all of the rest are like set to off. So can I just like now like manually disable all the containers like this and change the value change to runtime only to work in editor 2. All right. Now they're on editor. You can just tap is on and stuff happens. Okay, so that's cool. So for example, if I now press this on. Okay, so we lost the icon. So the icons disappear. The icons disappear. This is your graphic doing things. Okay, but hey, you can see like it's kind of working. Like there is thing here. There is a thing. But why do my graphics disappear? You need a separate image to highlight. Fucking shit. All right, that's not. It's not important right now, guys. It's not important. All right. So let's have this on. And let's delete this one here. We don't need it. And what else? Do we need to do anything? All right, so we should probably get rid of the thing that disables everything. So let's get rid of this because they are set in editor now. Okay, so this is the moment of truth, guys. All right, Unity gods, let me have this victory. All right, let me have this victory. If everything works right out of the gate, okay, so the graphics are definitely not working, but if everything works, I am officially a Unity god if everything works. All right. So what we're expecting is basically when we open the crafting, we should see basically weapons printing here. And if we have materials, they're gonna be white, and if we don't, they're gonna be gray. That's it. I am actually gonna be a guru if this works. I have very little faith though. Very little faith. I'm just thinking like, okay, so let's disable this visual parent though. And here we are, the main parent. Is the main parent, is it set correctly? Main parent is main parent now. It's supposed to be this one. So that's gonna be set true. And let's see if we have the hiding correct. So let's do this. And we don't need any of these. There it is. There it is. Let's give it a go, guys. I'm just gonna change the spawn place. If this works, I am gonna be like on top of the morning to you, laddies. Top of the morning, laddies. So player Spawning place, network manager. Let's spawn something like -40, -40. That should be pretty close to crafting station. Let's go, guys! Wish me luck! Ah! Wish me luck! Host. Alright. Alright, so we are not very close to the crafting station. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the crafting station, guys. So. Where are we? So nothing prints. Hey, there is something though. Dun dun dun. There is something here. Okay, so we're getting null rev. What is that? Yeah, alright, so that didn't work. So there's something in the 19. What is this? Item, icon, sprites, blueprint icon. Oh, I didn't fix this. I didn't fix this, did I? I didn't fix this. And I don't think we set the text either. Yeah, do we have any mods? Do we have any mods? Ultra no. What is that? Reference script is missing, fuck you. So basically, let's change this. So I think this could be something like -20 or something. Okay, we're still in play mode. -20. I think there's hope, guys. There's probably hope. So let's just check the crafting UI item new. And the problem here is that I didn't... There's no text set. So this needs to be set in there. Now there's a reference to the text. We can probably change it. Although now that I think of it, we never change it now, do we? So I initialize the element. Here we're gonna do like text max pro text is input blueprint item to craft item name. So that's there. Are you instantiating the rows to the list anywhere? I am, yeah. I am, as far as I understand it. I think there's a good chance it works. I think there's like actually good chance that it'll work now. Let's go. There's good chance. There's chances, guys. Yeah, okay, so the mods are sleeping, so let's do a prediction. Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry guys, it was too far away to let it slide. Okay, so where am I? Where am I? 14k not made it. Oh, man. Okay, so there is another chance now. If this works, I'm gonna count it as a win. Okay, so it's not a win, guys. It's not a win. It actually is a win. It is a win. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so... Okay, so... Alright, so there's... What the... What? What is that? Why are they there? Why are they there though? Alright, so we get some shit. It's a minigame. So these are actually like really good. This is what I want. But what is... Oh, I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. Yeah. Alright, so let's actually check where the player is. I wanna do like a more... I wanna spawn here. So player is -60 and -7. So let's change that. -60. -60 and like, I don't know, I think it was like -7. Okay, so I think I know what's going on. So the problem is probably. The problem is that I haven't set the containers right. They don't have vertical layout group. That's what's going on, guys. Guys, there's no vertical layout group. Guys. Guys. Why is the amulet container on? This is supposed to be on. Guys, that's it. I'm actually good. I'm good at what I'm doing. Don't worry, guys. And don't worry about the graphics disappearing. That's alright. That's alright. I don't know why that's like what's going on. Guys, alright. Alright, guys, okay. Just take it easy, alright. Alright, let's give this a go now. I've got like high hopes. High hopes. Let's disable the inventory real quick. And for some reason our inventory is on by default, which is really annoying. So let's take that away as well. So inventory parent, you're supposed to be at 0. Guys, I need to go for a walk in the sunshine. Best of luck to the endeavor. Hey, Ottomusi, nice to meet you. And have a good one. It seems to be really bright outside. Wear sunglasses. Alright, let's give this another go, guys. So apparently we are still in amulets. We have the swords. We have the ropes, although they are white for some reason. And we're not supposed to have any of these and none of these. So it's actually right. It's actually right. I don't know why these are white though. I don't know why these are white. Alright, so what if we... Alright, let's do a little bit of a gamer movie here. So basically, let's see what we need for like black weapon. Let's do blueprint and check out blueprint black sword. So we... Okay, so this is weird. So so we need blood droplets, that's it. So we need blood droplets. 8 of them. Let's change that. Let's change that real quick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that. It's gonna be 1 blood droplet. And I think that way we should be good. We should be good, right? Let's take 1 more. So we have... What are the armor requirements? Like, they are pretty crazy. They are pretty crazy. So this one is 2. Okay. Then let's do a helper method. Let's do a helper method for the crafting materials. Player state. So we have the shit here at the end. We have the shit here at the end. Spawn materials. So we're gonna do this again. Spawn 10 materials into inventory. And we're just gonna do the same thing that we do here. Get random. Do we have any method for that? Get random food. No. No. Alright, so get random tool, get random equipable, get random item. Alright, so let's do a new one. Let's do a new one. This is gonna be get random crafting material. No, that's not how it works. We need to return an item. Get random crafting material. This is gonna be crafting material. Okay, so that doesn't work now, does it? That doesn't now work. Consumable list. So let's just go like item list. Can we just go? No, crafting materials. All right. Then we do new list of. I think this needs to be items. Yeah, I think this needs to be item. Then we're gonna go over item list and we're gonna check if item. Okay. So if item is consumable. Item is crafting material. I don't think we can do it like this. If item dot item type equals crafting material, yeah. And then we're gonna do that. And then we're just gonna take a list and we're gonna return that. Alright, so that should work. That should work, I think. Then we can go into the get random, get random crafting material. And it requires, it actually returns that one, so we can just do ID. Good stuff. Good stuff. That should work. All right. That should work in my opinion. Well, let's see here. Hey, Dan is here. Sorry for the coasting. I didn't mean to. How's it going, Dan? Nice to see you. How is life? So we are working on something big here and it is pretty stressful. It is pretty stressful, but what else? What the hell? All right, so we've got some object not reference to an object. What is this? 154. Excusez-moi, what is that? Now you're not my favorite anymore. Damn, that was really easy to lose. Easy to lose. So object reference not set to an object, crafting station, set up crafting blueprints, 153. All blueprints. Blueprint list. Does this is this a thing? It is. Excuse me, what's going on? Excuse me. Is there a problem, officer? Are we missing something? No, the blueprint list is there. What seems to be the problem then? So these are item type ore, which we need to change. What? What? We were having a good time, then we're getting some bugs? Like, what is that? What is that? Alright, let's try this again. Okay, we're still getting a bug. And nothing is working. What did I change? What did I change though? There's nothing different here now, is there? No? Get random item. So did I fuck this up somehow? Hello? Public item, get random item. Yeah, so that should be fine. What? What? So what is null? What is no? All blueprints. Item catalog manager, instant blueprints. Okay, so that's probably like, okay. So all weapon blueprint list. I don't initialize this. How did it work without me initializing this? What? How did it work in the first place? How? How did it work in the first place without me initializing this? I'm just like I'm speechless. I'm without speech. How did it ever work without me initializing them? I don't freaking get it, guys. This is one of those things that I don't freaking get it. Ame's future, what is my future? You probably initialized them at code. Been working on my own indie MMO for 9 years. Hey, come on. Probably initial. No, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Like, this is the place where I did it. And I just did this. Somebody camper is here. How's it going, camper? Alright, so now it's gonna work. Now it's gonna work. I don't freaking get it. Like, how did it work? I don't think it had like any reason to work. Okay, so let's give it another go. Okay, so that wasn't the issue then. That wasn't the issue. So what is like the problem here? Can we debug this? Can I debug this? What seems to be the problem, officer? Hello, you are very sober, man. Code. You too. Totally not drinking beer when waking up. Totally not. Alright, so we are debugging. So what? Okay, so we got like some random shit there. So weapons blueprint list is that's all blueprint list. Got a lot of shit here. Does the find all return null when it doesn't find anything? That's a good question. That is a good question. That is excellent question. All right, so let's take that away. So let's just go ahead and take this bad boy up for Copilot. How do I get the Copilot extension here? The chat one. Chat. How do I open the chat? Is the blueprints list empty? No. No, it's not. GitHub Copilot chat. How do I chat? How do I open the chat? Control Alt. Is that I? Is that Control is that Control Shift I? Yeah. All right. So what? Let's ask the AI like which all things here can be null. I'm getting a null on the or object reference not set to an instance of an object early on in the weapons blueprint list. Search. Find all. just having a normal family day. One kid is sick, one kid in daycare making food. Hey, that sounds pretty basic. That sounds pretty regular. Alright, AI is crunching numbers. It is doing its thing. It is applying edits without my consent. Alright, so we're now doing a bunch of null checks. Thank you, Mr. AI, for making my code better. Okay, so now it's kind of like doing like null check to everything. I just don't know like what changed. Like why didn't it work? Like why did it work before and now it doesn't? These are the questions every one of us may ask to themselves upon deathbed. All right. What kind of like commit am I saying? Like what is this? What is this? Okay, how do I like keep edits in this file? Yeah, let's just keep this change. Red is bad. So I'm just gonna like, what if I undo this or keep this? Do I keep this or undo this? It's like checking some merge conflict. So I think I'm gonna like keep this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna like keep all of them, right? Because that's what I wanted it to do. Okay. So now we got like these Unity objects should not use null propagation. Alright, so there's probably something that's fishy, but let's give it a go. Beep, 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 beep. The thing is that the lists are null because I haven't added a blueprint to all of them. I could do that, it wouldn't take too long, but I haven't done it yet. So let's see once again. Alright, so no nulls. No nulls. But do we have the thing that matters? Alright. So we have 3 saws, we're missing 1. We are seeing all of the ropes. For some reason they show white. Oh yeah, I actually know why they show white. I know why they show white, because we didn't do we haven't implemented that far, have we? We haven't done that far because we only do this on weapons blueprint. We're not doing it on others. So this needs to be the armor's blueprint list. The fuck did I press? Armor blueprint list. And now it's gonna go like blue, 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 blue. Find that. Blah, 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 blah. And it's gonna do that. Have you done any bosses? It's gonna be the late week kind of thing. If not this week, next week, 100%. Good stuff. Okay, so that should basically be it now. Why is it toggling the amulet by default? Is it the last one that it does, so that's why it does it? I think we gotta do references to all of the toggles. I think that's the only way. So let's do that. So we're gonna do toggle. This is gonna be the weapons toggle. Then we're gonna do bum 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 bum. This is gonna be the armor toggle. Then we're gonna do amulets toggle, rings toggle, tridents toggle, and pickaxes toggle. And then Best compliment to me in NHL was you fucking coder. That is pretty good though. That applies to all of the games. If you are getting called a hacker, like, hey, thanks man. That's really nice of you. That's really nice of you. So I think we can do this, and then we are gonna do the weapons toggle is on true. Okay, you can do that. I didn't know. I didn't know you can do that. That seems pretty cool to me. Okay, so we probably are making progress. Let's see. I gotta fix some lunch soon. I'm starving. Playing always old school RuneScape when I have time. One game what I can play while holding a baby. Yeah. Oh man. How small of a child do you have? Have you got a new one? Did you get a new kid? All right, let's see what we got. All right, so we don't have anything. We got stuff and we have... Okay, so we forgot about the toggles. I have memory of a goldfish. All right, so toggles are here. Weapon toggle. Armor toggle. Third is about 1 month old. Oh my god, I had no clue, man. I had no clue. Congrats. How has it been? Has it been an easy baby? Has it been a difficult baby? How has it been? Congrats. It works in video games too. Never be in the place where the puck is. Always go where the puck ends up. True. Very good. Very good point. R.I.P. Rape sleep. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Swords is open. The swords is open. And they are gray. I don't know where the black sword is. And I'm too scared to ask. Those are right as well. The ropes are there. Very good. We are making progress. So now we see all the different shit. Except for the black sword. I don't know where the black sword went. Now, let's add some shit. So let's try to add some crafting materials and see if they change color. Let's see if they change color. So I'm gonna add some materials. Just gonna add like 20. That should be a plenty. Let's see if that changed anything. We can do black rope. We can do black rope. I like that. I do like that. I do like that. So apparently we don't have enough for any of the other stuff. Which probably is correct. Okay, I can live with that. This shit is difficult, but okay, we're making progress. We're making progress. Good stuff. Toimes! First up of the day. Toimes. He will like beer cold. He will like a tea hot. Let's go, Toimes. 49 months. 49 months has been it's been a repeating pattern. I think we got like Spagu 49 months, Kakkis 49 months, now Toimes 49 months. All the best people are on 49 months right now. Thank you Toimes. I really appreciate it. Mitä Toimes? Kiitoksia. Arvostan suunnattomasti. Thank you for a generous subscription. Alright, so I say she's like, what about me? What about me, boss? What about me? One time I tried to make a homepage and it would be hell of a funny to find it now. Somebody can possess the better sleeper than me when some is not hurting. Yeah, that's the thing with the babies. Their tummy be hurting. Their tummy be hurting, alright. So we have the weapons. So what happened to the black sword? Like what is happening? Like why isn't the black sword? Is it in the list? Like the only thing I can come up with is that it's not in the catalog. Is it missing from here? No, it's here. It is here. Blueprint black sod. So what is happening? What is happening? Babies be gassy. Yeah, they're little intestines, and they haven't really developed yet. Toimus asked, how are things hanging? Hey, things are hanging good. Things are moving, although fairly slow. Oh! So Elmako Junior, my kid, who is 2.5 now, he had like four first months of his life, he had like major tummy issues. None of us slept. It was hell. It was hell on earth, ladies and gentlemen. So why isn't the black sword printing? Why isn't the black sword printing out? So we got a couple of issues now. First of all, obviously the first of all, yeah. So yeah, is Unity in fact a racist? Could be. Yeah. Okay, guys, so I think I'm gonna take a break here. I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna put some, I think I'm gonna put some macaroni casserole onto the stove. And I'm gonna take a piss. I've been working on like 3 hours now non-stop. So I'm gonna take a short break. Do you guys wanna see some video? You're gonna watch, okay, so I don't think I'm gonna be actually doing it right now because, well, I think we're gonna. I'm gonna end the YouTube live here. So YouTube, I'm sorry, we're gonna call it here for you. If you wanna see what we did afterwards, head over to twitch.tv/ammeses. See me there. See us there. So I'm gonna call the YouTube